So it looks like I can just build another wind turbine. And another one on top of that. And just get me out of this deficit for now. There we go. And what I will do very soon is I will get across here, start drilling for oil, and I will use that to power my city, because oil power plants just chuck out shit tons of power. You really don't ever need another power plant. You know, it's really efficient. And I'm drilling 27 tons of ore per day. But remember, this has only been going for 3 hours now. Mining, not drilling. I've got 5 tons out of 10 in there before I ship it off. So every 10 tons I'll start shipping that off. So I'm going to get another avenue. I'll tell you what, first off I'm going to get up the oil map. And I'm going to bring this across like so to there. And from there, I'm going to bring this across, like that. And now, when I'm ready, I'm going to place my oil plant. In fact, no, I'm going to bring it across like that, so I can place it in that section. And then when I'm ready, I'm going to place my. When I get enough money, I might take out a bond. I'm not sure. Should I? How much is it? An oil power plant, an oil well costs 37 simoleon. 37k, whatever. Yeah, I'll get a bond. It's fine. It doesn't cost that much. And I'm gonna get my oil well, and I can drill 124.64k of barrels per day. And I'm gonna place down a sign, and I'm gonna place down a pump jack, because I can. Place it down there. 10,000 simoleons per pump jack. And I probably should have thought about that before I started placing that, because now that's going to drain the power a lot more. Oh no, I've still got an excess. And the water, and yeah, that's fine. But of course I need somewhere to put all this, so I'm going to need to build another trade depot, which I'll place back down in my industry area. I'm searching the internet for what to do when there's a fire. Slow today. So I've got my trade depot here. I've got one trade depot, and I can nearly place another one. I'll place it as soon as the hour's up. I've got my ore mine, I've got industry here, I've got a load of residential over here, and I've got my oil well, which is now working and pumping out roughly nearly 300 barrels per day of crude oil. Not quite. That's going to go up. Yeah, 300 barrels of crude oil, and I'll see how much that pumps out at the end of the day. And all of a sudden, another shipment. This must have gone out because I've suddenly got massive cash injection. So with that money, let's see how much my bond I paid back. I paid back 1,000 simoleons on my bond. I've nearly become a small city, and I'm going to go into trade. I'm going to get another trade depot, and I'm going to place it down here. I'm going to edit this. I'm going to get rid of that before they start bringing the freight in there. I'm going to place down a crude oil storage lot, and I'm going to place down 2, like so. And I'm going to get down one more trade depot, which I will place down here, and I will leave freight storage in there. And it looks like something else has just come in, and I will. Whoops! I didn't mean to do that. I meant to manage global deliveries and export crude oil. Oh, I've got 5,000 residents all of a sudden, which means I'm now officially a city. If I place down one more, oh there we go, look, I got 5,000 simoleons for doing that. And if I go into here, I can now upgrade. Bam. Which means I'm now a city. And also apparently I'm not collecting enough garbage cans per day, so I will just go and fix that very quickly, although it doesn't seem to come up that I'm not collecting enough garbage cans per day. I will place one more truck. There we go. Garbage coverage for neighbours available. And with that, I can now go in here. Oil power plant, nearly enough money. And I'll show you some of the stuff we can now put in City Hall. We can have a helicopter, which is pretty cool. We just need a municipal or international airport in the region, which means I can helicopter in. Now, these are the important things though. I can place a Department of Utilities, which is probably the first department I can place. I can only place one every upgrade of this, so I've got to choose carefully. And it costs 15,000 simoleons an hour to place, and 500 an hour. So I can clean up the city using the city hall. So it will allow me to place the pumping station, the sewage treatment plant, and the recycling centre, which are all very good things. Department of Transportation will allow me to place the bus terminal, the passenger train station, the municipal airport and ferry dock. I'll show you the mass transit section in a minute. Oh, sign. Luckily I don't have to use the upgrade for that. Department of Tourism, turn your city into a tourist trap. I can place landmarks, pro stadium and large parks. Department of Safety allows me to place a hospital, large fire station and police precinct. See, they're very useful, but that's probably the last thing I'll place, because they cost so much to run per hour. I can place a Department of Finance, which allows me to control tax rate per wealth of client and per what they are, so commercial, industrial and residential, and I can take out a bigger bond. Department of Education, which allows me to place a high school and a university, and I will need that one as well, because I do need a university at some point. And as you can see, I've got a lot more money, so I will place down the Department of Utilities. I'll whack it there, like so, look at that. So I'm making more, and I'm in a bit of a deficit for power, but as soon as I bring this in, this oil power plant, like so, as soon as it starts working, look at that power, going from like 4 megawatts of excess power to 152.3. There we go. I've got 2,000 barrels of crude oil in, so I can blow this down. There we go. Unconnected turbines, yep. Department of Utilities approval, shared with Will Plays. And there we go, I've knocked down 131.3 megawatts excess of power. So you can see how inefficient that wind farm was. I was only making around 20 megawatts of excess power with that. And I'm getting more crimes permitted per day, so I am going to need to place down this police station now. It's gone past the point where I can just ignore it. I'm going to bring that in, and in there I'm going to place down that, and that. So I've got an extra patrol car and the little trimmings on top. Right. Well, that's a pretty good start. Let's see how I'm doing and everything. 9 out of 14 injured treated per day. Doesn't look like I'm at capacity yet, but I probably need another ambulance bay at some other point. But I think for now, I'm going to finish up for the day. I've got 0 abandoned buildings and 0 rubble. I'm doing pretty well here to start off with. I need to... I'll show you now, look, I need to get a water pumping station at some point. I need to get a sewage treatment plant at some point. And I need to get... What was the other thing I unlocked with Departments of Utilities? Oh, look, murderer on the loose. But luckily the police, I now have the police to sort this scumbag out. Sort this joker out. They'll catch him. Look, they're on their patrols right now. They're going around the city, just checking where this joker is, and they're going to get him and put him in jail. So next sort of thing I need to do is build a school, which I can now afford, but I'll do that next time, along with other issues that I need to look at in Simcity. So this has been a Will Plays. Simcity, great game, got it recently. And I will see you all... Just show you this, look, you can make this into a arched bridge there, like so, and if you upgrade it again, it becomes a suspension bridge. Look at that, isn't that just amazing? So I've now got cars travelling across the suspension bridge. I did just upgrade that massively, even though none of my other main roads are upgraded massively, but I'll do that next time again, like I said. Fire's looking a bit bad. Oh, I promise I need to end this now, but there's so many things I need to do. It's such an addictive game, but that's one of its charms. If you don't have it, I'd recommend it. Place one more stop down. If you don't have it, I would recommend you get it now. It's a brilliant game. It's something like 35 quid. It is quite expensive, but the hours of fun you can have on this game are... you have lots of fun on this game. You can spend hour after hour, and you don't realise it. You think, oh, I've only spent a couple of hours in this game. You look back at the clock, and it's been like 5 hours, and you're like, where did all the time go? But yeah, I'm going to end it now before I carry on playing this game and get stuck into it for another couple of hours. So this has been Will, and Will Plays SimCity. I I hope you enjoyed this all, and I will see you next time. Bye!